Hat in Time, a fantastic game and a throwback to Suma's Nightmare, which I think is more of a throwback to that than any of the other games. This game was in development since 2012, so I don't really need to say much about it, but it's a fantastic game, and I think anyone who has a PC or a PlayStation or Xbox should definitely play this game. But I want to talk about, and since I already talked about the game like loads of times, talk about how what's it called, feminazis. Well, find something funny about any game, but won't praise a game for, you know, doing something well, which is pretty sad because a lot of games actually show a female pretty well. See, what I'm thinking is, if Hackett wasn't 12 years old and wasn't a female and wasn't sexualized, or was sexualized, they'll be all over this game. But look at her. She's a cute little kid who goes on an adventure to find her time pieces so she can go home. And she has to do these stupid little tasks, at least in her opinion they're stupid, so that way she can get home. And I'm aware that she's a little bratty in her diary entries, which is why I always avoided reading them, because her personality kind of didn't match her in-game personality. I mean, at least according to some of my reactors, certainly think maybe she's just shy and nervous and doesn't really truly react to anything. Which could be why she didn't even tell my sis girl her name. But, well, let's see what I can say about her again. What do all these feminazis always want in a video game? Well, for one, they want a female lead. Hey, look at that. A female lead character. What else do they want? If female lead isn't sexualized, she's 12 years old. She's not going to be sexualized. And she's strong. She's independent. Even though she's like really tiny. And yeah, I don't hear any praise from these so-called feminists, making it kind of clear that they will just whine about anything. In fact, the only thing that people complain about this game is the fact that JonTron's in it, which is just beyond ridiculous. So we all know that whole thing of him being racist, which is bull. I mean, seriously, you couldn't believe E3 Productions, the ones who scammed their audience? And, I mean, they were doing, like, JonTron didn't, and I said this before, but JonTron did not just get that, like, bullet that out of his ass. They researched him, came across the website, and that's where he's got his source from. But, according to E3 Productions, try to make it, you know, like he was the good guy. The only mistake JonTron made here was going on a broadcast with that idiot. But anyway, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be complaining too much, but I think Hat in Time deserves a lot of praise. Not just for being a fantastic game with smooth controls, GameCube-like graphics, and a adorable lead character, but the fact that she's, I mean, she kind of appeals to these feminists too, but no, I guess since, I don't know, she's not adult, there's not something to complain about. They won't say anything about this game. But if I find something else to complain about, then that's JonTron, who isn't really sexist either, but whatever. Of course, it's actually kind of funny because I would figure they would complain something about Hackett, or maybe something about Mustache Girl being the main villain of the game. You know, she's more like anti-villain because she thought she was doing good, but she really wasn't. And this game is, I don't know. The game was released episode 12, which would have included a male character that was the same age as her named Timmy. But it got cut because apparently too off. The co-op mode was also cut entirely from the game. It's apparently being brought back in a later update. Whether Timmy will be in it, I don't know. But, yeah. So just... the fact that I actually tried... But now, I didn't just say, oh, Fenner's never talked about this game before. No, I searched... I did a little research. Came across Hackhead porn and decided to stop there. But I didn't see anything other than John Kong. God, this thing's... Let me get this thing free. Just... See, this is why this game needs updates on the PlayStation, not just the PS. Sorry for that. I mean, heck is a perfect female lead. She doesn't need to be an adult or, you know, sexualized to be an awesome character. She gets a smaller face and power through everything that's thrown at her. You know, she doesn't need to be doing any of these tasks. And that's another thing that I always thought that people would complain about. Cause, all these characters put her through tasks. And I'm like, oh, look at this. Look at this. This male character here is putting this little girl through child labor. And it's because she's a female. I don't think these, well, this plant part doesn't even know consider child labor. But it's not like the penguins make her work longer than she is legally allowed to in films and movies. She doesn't even go to school anyway. She's already pretty intelligent. I don't know what's with her goofy outfit, but whatever. I think this game should be praised not just for, well, I was it before. But yeah. Also, has anyone ever mentioned that she kind of looked like Melly with her brown hair and ponytail? Due to her fruity long sideburns, there's supposed to be a reference to Link? I don't know. Come on. Look at her go. She always has to make her more adorable and let her run. If you put this here, she gets a scooter. Woo! Oh, it's a window. Woo! And she's not even touching the ground, she knows how to drive a scooter. Anyway, if there's something to praise about a game, don't praise it. I mean, praise it. Yeah, like, praise it. Don't try to find something meaningless to complain about a game. Oh, whoops. Especially when it just shows you don't know what you're talking about. It just kills your credibility. If there were more feminists that were talking about games and going around like, oh, look at this positive representation of a character, instead of, you know, pulling stuff out of their ass, it'll make them better. Now I'm gonna represent those female Nazis as feminists, like real ones, know what they're talking about and what they're doing. Like, they talk about her kid, then that would be awesome, because this game does deserve a lot of praise. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this. I know this is probably stupid and I shouldn't really expect these kind of people to talk about this game, or actually talk about anything positive. Said if they were gonna talk about this game or whine about something, but I don't know, it's just something I was thinking about. Especially I have just recently watched about some feminists who, or feminazi who clearly didn't know anything about Breath of the Wild, but try to say it was sexist, and kind of made me mad at him when I talk about this game, which has a female lead. No one really, no female character at least in distress, is it, unless you count the Queen Vanessa thing, but she's a ghost and ways far for Hackett. There's gonna be one character that can take on Hackett and kill her instantly. So, also, don't look at Chapman if you don't like porn. Or the Chapman was the guy that I saw Hackett porn with, and I was like, wow. I thought it was gonna be wah. Cute picture of her in a bikini, which actually sounds really creepy now I think about it, but I mean, I would have preferred to see her in a one piece, just looking at the wall rather than this super tiny one. Ah, man, makes me want to cry. And I'm not shaming his drawings or anything. He can do what he wants, but come on, really, Hackett, of all the people he could have, they have the Mafia or Snatch or, you know, the, Birds. You know, there's tons of adult characters in there, and you go for the main character who's a kid. Come on. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.